know that I'm probably a little bit late for your taste, but I thought that I should say that I'm so sorry for the worry I've been causing you. I swear I didn't mean a thing, but I've been doing pretty swell, been living like a king, been cool with everything, been thinking that it's about that time that I should let you know I'm never gonna come back home again. I'm never gonna feel that low again. It's nothing that you ever did wrong, it's just I found a place to call home. I'm finally somewhere that I have to be, where I've been living peacefully and happily. It's a paradise out of a catastrophe, and I feel worthwhile now, 'cause the city never lets me down. So when you're feeling low, or so damn distant and broken and lonely, just know that you'll never be alone. There's places you can go, there's people you should know. You don't have to do anything or be anyone, just follow the road. All you need to do is go. Watch the horses come, so Sunday afternoon, the park, so much better than it was on NASCAR. You should be that night on the green, everyone in the can watch the stars, so Sunday afternoon, stars not that hard, so that dark is my NASCAR. You should be that hard on the green, everyone in the There's just something in the air up here. There's just something in the air. You'll have to see. There's just something in the air up here.
Well, what a note to end season 12 on. I'd say paddles at the ready. Because the bull canoe have done it.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Lion and Bear Report. I'm Space Lion.
And I'm Kodiak.
And yeah, welcome to your Week 1 recap. Matches have started. Week 2 matches have started. And we're rolling. We're rolling in Season 13.
Yeah.
3B. Best B. I got nothing there, but yeah, we're gonna talk through the matches of Week 1. Mm-hmm. We'll do a little some previews of Week 2 matches, ones that have that have not been played. I guess there's True Blue's correct. There's only been one match that was played so far, so slacking a little bit compared to last time. But yeah, before we get into that. I'm already part of 3B, so I get to talk about my match. What about your match in Rebel?
Sort of a frustrating match. So this is my Nurgle up against some high elves that are pretty beat up. So I was like, oh, this should be like a really manageable match, and it was for most of it. And I was like inches from a 2-1 win when on the high elf's turn 15, he does a cage dive on me with this leap piece. I'd been like, I had all my like control pieces taken away from me. Like my tackle was removed from the field, my piece went off the field on some like kind of cheap hits that like didn't have mighty blow or anything, right? They just like did it. And so I was having trouble like controlling them. They do this leap attack on my cage. They get the ball free. It like bounces next to it, and like all that, I'm like, I was a little sloppy. That's deserved. He then runs over, picks it up in tackle zones. Dodges 3, throws it in multiple stinks, catches in stink while adjacent to a piece, then runs 2 GFIs to be out of range of any of my pieces. And that felt bad. Like if I had tied the game because I was like a little sloppy, I would have been like, that's a frustrating start. This felt bad to have like the elves just totally stun on me when they're at it. So hopefully this week will be better. But it's Skaven, so it probably won't be.
Yeah, it feels like a different look. You were in 2A last year, 2B this year. Felt like last year it was just against bash teams after bash. Pure
bash last season. Much more agility this time around. So, okay, I'm going to get different ways to lose.
Fair enough. And you were also talking about you signed up for Clan this year.
Yeah. Last minute Clan sign up. We part of Blitz. With there's a guy I played in a division with. I didn't play division. I recapped him 2 seasons ago, and basically he's a Nurgle coach. We chatted a lot, and he's in this clan. They had a spot open up, so now I'll be playing Nurgle in that. So a lot of Nurgle. Yeah. So you might hear some about that as the season goes on.
Yeah, it seems like some of our viewers, or at least True Blue, is familiar with.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Lewis has a really nice chaos team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hiroto, I think, is actually one of the main clan admins, so we're very, very much in the clear to talk about clan.
All right, so if I need something like a little shady to happen with clan, that's what I go to.
Yeah, we'll see. Cool. All right. Well, let's roll into Week 1 of this division, and see what happened. We're going through in order that they are listed in the client, and top of the order was Talk Show Terror versus the Hobnobs. This match was actually, I think, the last match played in the week, and that was still pretty early. I think it was like Monday or something. This one got played.
Sounds right.
And this was one of my picks to get pretty far, or at least get top 4 in the Talk Show Terror, the Necro team. Looking at those 2 werewolves, was pretty into the skills this team brings. And yeah, got a chance to watch this match. This was interesting. I think we talked about almost this type of inducement setup for the orcs I remember talking about the extra Apo for sure. I think we
Yes,
also
we agreed on that because of all the incoming claw.
yes, yeah. And then other than that, I don't think we said a wizard. But
I think we specifically said not to get a wizard. But
well, funny you should mention that. Yeah, so I have a couple notes here. One, the first thing that struck me that was fun was Craig Kilborn, who was expelled, was in for exactly one turn and got tossed.
Nice.
On turn 1, all for a stun on some Black Orc. And so, like, bench gone right away, pretty much.
Nice.
But I did appreciate in watching that the zombie took every bit of movement to make sure that foul happened, and I always like to see a good run up, even for even from a move 4 zombie, getting every bit of oomph into that foul. So I approve of that. But the two big injuries here all happened in the first quarter. Like, so much action happened in the first quarter, where Wolf Blitzer and Gugoth came first from, I believe, from Wolf Blitzer, and then Wolf Blitzer took a return blitz, and that removed it, and then the Necro scored, and that was all in the first 4 turns.
Wow.
I think the thrower also got injured in that first turn, or that first quarter somewhere. And the Orcs had to use an Apo on Gugoth, because I think that was a death.
Okay, because I was wondering, like, with 2 apothecaries, could we not avoid that niggle? But the answer is no. That was the good option.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, good in a sense. On a level 2 Blitzer, I don't know. You gotta think
Just
about
barely
that.
level 2. That thing is like an inch away.
Oh yeah, you're right. So yeah, maybe you think about keeping it, but I don't know. I would cycle it on the theory that you have the blitzers are the things that are easiest to feed touchdowns to. Yeah.
So having one of them as a project,
Yeah.
like,
And
that works.
Yeah, you already have 2 guard ones, 2 with Mighty Blow. We talked about this team, and like, their blitzers are really nice. Their Black Orcs need some work.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to be like, oh, I'm just going to carry on a Black Orc.
No.
To make sure he gets his level. So
Yeah.
there's a spot available for that.
Yep.
It opens up after Ruler maybe levels, because him getting another thing would be nice, but still.
Yeah. So it was a lot of back and forth action. Both teams were pretty interested in the scrum, though. I would say the Necro more so than the Orcs, which makes sense. The Orcs had a little bit of a chance. I mean, they had 4 turns to counter score. They had a little bit of a chance to set that up, but screamed not quite well enough that Scary King, the white, was able to dodge through a tackle zone and get a 1-die blitz on the ball and knock it down. So that kept it 1-1 at the half. And the Wizard still being in pocket at that point too, because the Necro just kind of scored quickly. Like, there wasn't a lot of build up for it, so the Wizard didn't get a chance to get used. Second half starts out with a bang, where you had 3 zombies and 2 on the Necro side gone in 3 turns. I think they were all like either regen or just KO, and then in return, 2 Black Orcs got removed. One of them was a dead Apo. Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So there was the second Apo gone again in like the first 3 turns of the next half. And so like
that's gotta feel bad for that last quarter.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, thankfully, like Wolf Blitzer's been out, so you just have Conan O'Dyan, who they did manage to. Actually, he KO'd himself, dodging away after a blitz. Didn't get the knockdown, tried to dodge away, failed the dodge, fell over, and KO'd himself. and that was just before the start of the fourth quarter, the last 4 turns. If you are you familiar with our recaps or just in general, this might be way you talk about Blood Bowl, but we tend to talk about them in terms of like the first 4 turns of a half of the first half is the first quarter, so on and so forth, just to kind of break up the ebb and flow of the game a little bit more.
Yeah.
In case you're curious about that. But yeah, so the last 4 turns for each of these teams have the Necro have 7 pieces, and all of their chaff is gone. Like, they lost 3 zombies at the start. So
yeah, so it's not like they can like just screen off and feel comfortable taking hits.
Nope. Yeah, they
lose good stuff on the field.
Yeah, they lose one of their whites who was either KO'd or regened, and they tried to wizard and it failed. They were trying to do a lightning bolt on a flesh golem, which kind of made sense because they don't have the tools to really move those around or get really deal with them too well, especially with 2 black orcs being gone.
Need a juggernaut blitzer.
Yep. So they with all of that, and again the orcs only had 8 pieces, so they weren't exactly far ahead, but as a result, it all came down to a very last turn 16 ball carrier blitz to free himself and get the score.
Wow.
So it was very close to Talk Show Terror being able to win this one, but just didn't have the pieces. I think they even had a blitz on the ball carrier that turned before and couldn't get the knockdown. So it was a really fun match to watch, and
nice.
I think both of them took some, obviously took some damage that is not going to do too well for them next game at the least. Wolf Blitzer being out for 1 match is kind of annoying. And cool.
Yeah, it's Wolf Blitzer being out is the worst result for 1 match, but obviously Gugoth has problems forever. So it's
right. And then as a result, I mean, no real great SVP gains. Oh, except for the Black Orcs, they did get a couple casualties on each, or at least 1 casualty on one and 2 on another, which is great.
Yeah. If you can get it's gonna be 2 of them at 4, right? So and 1 of them at 5. So they're right there, right? Like
yeah. And again, which is why you Apo when one of them dies, because you just need them to get over the hump, and then you could start building them. So it was a very fun match to watch. I think watching it, I'm a little surprised looking at the numbers of the blocks succeeded for the orcs. But I think that second half they were able to really pile on. But I also think they probably committed to blocking a bit more than they needed to, and kind of needed to move up in mass to try to protect the ball. But ended up working out fine. So that was our first match.
Yep.
All right, and then we've got our Underworld versus our former div mate Tim Nielsen and his Skaven Goblins deck.
Yep. So for this one, we actually got a couple clips, I believe.
That's right.
Are those queued up?
They are, yeah.
Is there going to be a break in between them, or is it just going to be 1 into the next? Okay, so so the first one, I'll contextualize. This is the end of the first half, which was the Underworld drive. Underworld has the ball safely just a few squares from the end zone, and we'll get to see how that goes for them. Turn 8.
It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can't, unless I can push him off, which isn't really worth it. Let's see if I can get this. Hopefully it won't double skull. Well, rip me.
True Blue pointing out in chat. Could have been
Yeah,
a
you
free
could
die.
Yep.
Yeah.
So much for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Hiroto was bringing that up in Discord, talking about that, and yeah, that's man, you just feel it. Like, we've all seen that roll come up enough in Blood Bowl 2. You can feel it right before it hits.
Yeah.
And it's just all right. So yeah.
So yeah, that's the first half ending 0-0. And yeah, just for clarification, that's from Hiroto Sukara's stream of the match. And yeah, so the second clip, this is gonna be the second half. The Skaven gutter runner, one of them has the ball and has decided to potato. And we're gonna see how well the Underworld are able to respond to that.
Nice.
You need to follow? No, bad cyanide. Nah, don't you do it.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Did they use the Apo there?
They did. Get back in the match.
Interesting. That was like, wasn't that turn like 12 or so?
Yeah.
Strength 4.
It was an aggressive Apo.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I mean, they did lose a piece that match, obviously, but it was, given its alignment,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
you
Totally
can soak
fine.
it. So yeah, I'm sure 2 very frustrating turns.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, the same player too. Hurt Cobain is living up to its namesake in a way. But yeah, you don't mind that lineman being gone. That's Zero's, rookie.
Got the cash. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting match, and just those were sort of like, I thought, the really pivotal plays of that. I watched this on Hiroto Sukara's stream. Good streamer, very entertaining. So
Yeah.
definitely check out his stuff in the future.
Yeah. Sounds like, he'll be starting his match in a little bit, actually. So.
Yeah, and in terms of like what the outcome of this, we got this tie.
Gosh, those armor breaks are wild.
Yeah, a lot of armor breaks. Got a level on Cut Knee Love. Curious what that's going to be, and that agility bust on Goblin Pile Driver. You can live with it. It's actually less bad than the Niggle, I would say.
Yeah.
It's still unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's just the piece slowly getting worn down.
Right, I was gonna say the two together makes you start like taking another look at it.
You can't give it up. It's a claw piece. It's a double end string of Storm Vermin. Like it's too beautiful to like let go. It just and it's gonna keep happening because of the Niggle, right?
Yeah. No, I think this is the one injury where you don't have to think as hard about it.
Yeah.
You're just worried about the next one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, for both sides, 28 armor breaks between them. Over, like, not that many blocks. But I guess maybe piling on and fouling. Obviously, there was some fouling.
Yeah.
And I think I heard that Bomber, Dribble Snot did one of the injuries.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, so that's always fun too. When your 10K bomber takes somebody out. Cool. All right. What do we got next? Oh yeah. True Blue saying the bomber did the Agi bust, which is huge. Oh my god.
I've seen none of it. Looks like it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I'd heard, True Blue. That
I messed that up. I'll confirm that while we're doing.
Okay, because that's
That's a lot.
Even for Clown Thulu's Pro Out team, which was all about them blocks, that seems really high. And then to only get 7 armor breaks. Yeah, I'd heard that Eldril was pretty much hot garbage in this game, which is... yeah.
I approve of it in a general sense, but it's unfortunate for Super Base.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, they were missing 2 players, so they had 2 journeymen plus Sidewinder, and then okay, yeah, Perfect D hurting you pretty bad there.
The block number is correct, 55.
Jesus, oh my gosh. So yeah, that's too bad. And it's not like, yeah, they had 84 yards running, which is almost as much as Tegrity had. So just yeah, so your offense got harmed, but yeah, still managed to pull out the win here. Man, yeah, 55 blocks, had the ball for 50%, and still didn't manage to score with elves. That's gotta feel bad. And you had the wizard. Well, as the pro elves there. So. But yeah, not much as far as damage for either team, so they'll both be looking pretty good for this next match. Though obviously the High Elves have already played theirs.
Yeah.
But
True Blue's block die is actually looking kind of lousy in the client. I'm not suggesting you load it up, just 4 POWs on 1 second. On 48 dice. Which is half of what you would expect.
Oh wow. Against like dodgy elves, that's
against dodgy elves. And they get a decent number of stumbles. But like that doesn't do that much, just like a ton of pushes.
Yeah. They do have some tackle, so maybe that helps.
Yeah, I don't know how it played out in the game, but
yeah.
Just happened to spot that in the client.
Oh,
it worked out fine at the end.
Yeah. Well, yeah, True Blue is saying that Broken Bow Battalion stopped his offense, but then just left the ball exposed, and one of those times worked, which, yeah, does not surprise me with High Elves. Like, I don't know. From what I've seen, or my experience with High Elves, is that they're pretty strong defensively, or can be.
I think when built up like this well, at least.
Yeah. I guess the only thing...
The multiple bludge, step, tackle pieces, and so forth.
Yeah. Maybe just a leap piece. Normally, I feel like I see one of those.
That's the main thing that's missing.
Yeah.
I feel like Chef you put in that direction, like, down the road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Leap wrestle. But yeah. True Blue, maybe giving away the match 2 results there a little bit, and expressing how he really feels about this team. But,
all right, well, I think neither of us has seen this one, so only so much to say.
Yeah. On to our next match.
A match I have seen.
Yeah. Yeah, and this one I managed to catch as well. And we also have a clip from this, but I will just run through a couple of things that I noted as well. This was a really fun match to watch, just from like just a lot of back and forth, and more so than like the Orcs Necro, where it was like one team was possessing and then there was like a bunch of pushing and shoving. Like this was yeah, a lot of the ball going in place, like just like being moved around the pitch, and only getting 1 touchdown out of it was kind of wild. At the start was the like the big thing that happened at the start. The Chaos were receiving, and the Rats kicked it short.
Yeah. They have kicks, so like they had they wanted to do that.
Yeah, exactly. It was gonna land like right in the lap of a Chaos Warrior. He bobbles the catch, It's fine. Just, bobbles behind him. Chabzu screens it off, goes to make the pickup with sure hands, fails the pickup with sure hands. It scatters back to that same warrior who fails the catch.
Yep.
Reroll gets used.
Yep.
Still fails. And it scatters.
It was hard. It was painful to see.
Yeah, it scatters in front of the cage that was set up. And the rats are like, cool, yeah, I'll take that. And all of a sudden, Chaos is on defense. And, the rats actually, I think, do the smart play at the start of that. But, like, once they grabbed the ball, they just pulled it back into their own half.
Yeah, protected.
Yeah. But then, I don't know, just seemed to take a little bit too long getting it from that back half.
Yeah, and Chaos ended up with a shot on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and they almost...
They get it, but they just can't score.
Yeah. And the rats did almost score, but yeah, the way they set themselves up in scoring range was like in blitz range as well.
Yeah, they got another shot at scoring, still didn't get it done, and it was 0-0 first half.
Yeah.
With some like really wild backs and forth.
Yep. And then in the second half, the Skaven looked like they set up for a 2-turn, but as folks mentioned in the chat, the screen was a little just off enough that Chabzu had another shot at the ball. So the ball got sacked, and then there was the ball went back and forth again, and that led us to the moment in this clip.
Snake it. Skull, good reroll. Oh, he gets it. Well. Oh! Oh well. What can I say?
Yeah, what can you do about it?
Yeah.
I think
It reminds me of my match.
yeah. I think, what was the rolls on that? It was like 3. There might have even been a 4 in there. It was just
Yeah. You just needed to not roll a 2.
Right.
A 2 or a 1,
Yeah.
For a lot of it. It just sucks that would happen to you.
Yeah. And so that's, kind of that was kind of given away by the score there, but yeah, it was just after all of that back and forth with chances on both sides. I also think, I think my stream just went down.
You there?
Yeah, it looks like stream went down, you went down.
I think your internet had blipped.
Yeah.
Should just need to restart the stream.
Yeah, it seems like stream is back. Although it's saying unstable right now, offline. Huh. Yeah, what's going on? So we're connected. I'm gonna reset OBS.
All right.
Wait, it's saying it is connected again.
Looks like it might be up.
Yeah. Hey, sorry about that. Yeah. My internet just had a bit of a hiccup there.
Yeah. But yeah, that was frustrating clip. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 800, or not 800, sorry. 162 running yards for the Skaven. and just managed the one score. 51 blocks from the Chaos, and just managing... Well, they did manage some damage. I will say that.
Yeah. Well, once that I noticed during the match that I thought was interesting was Scurry Squad's percentage at escaping tentacles was 55%, which against which with strength 2 and 3 players against a strength 6 Minotaur with tentacles is really lousy performance by the tentacles.
Yeah.
There was a number of things that were able to happen because the gutter runners were just like, screw you, I'm out, and just ran away.
Yeah. Gosh. And, Chapsu pleading with us to look at the blocks. I mean, you see the armor breaks aren't that different, but the number of blocks certainly are. Granted, Sternwaffle was doing some work. Well, that you had 2 Claw Storm Vermin doing some work, but good lord. That's not really what you want to be feeling against Skaven when you're Chaos.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that Apo too on the strength beast. But yeah, and then Sternwaffle is going to be getting Mighty Blow. So who has this team next? I think this one is. Oh wait, no, this one already played. This is our already played match. Yep.
Wild already played match that we will talk about next week.
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay. I like you could see the thought bubbles and then like the big light bulb coming on. This team's looking pretty good. I wonder what they do next.
But that's great. You had Claw and you took it because you got the double. So you get Mighty Blow that finishes the piece. There's more stuff that can be taken on him.
Yeah.
But like Sternwaffle is now complete for a specific task, which is murdering dodge pieces.
Yeah.
And then you have Stormy Daniel, whose job is to murder non-dodge pieces.
Everything else, yeah. Yep. Yeah. No other major development in this match. The Warrior taking the Niggle.
That guy has already been fired.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
we have we'll see in a future sheet Horse Mark 3 is ready to take the field.
Fair enough. Yeah. So pretty feisty match where it just kind of came down to some dice in the end.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next?
The easiest match to review.
Yeah, I think, what is our notes for this one? Oh, Robbie. Part of the, Punch Man's had a good song. I'm not going to butcher it, but...
Yeah, I mean, this went the way an Arabi match went. There was actually a stream for the second half of this of someone who I think maybe wasn't as familiar what like Arabi's shit is like, and it was just like, oh wow, is he really going to? Yeah, he's going to foul with that piece. Okay, is he really going to pile on? Yep, absolutely. He's re-rolling that despite the fact it's a block only made to do damage. Well, yeah, he has re-rolls, so he's going to do it.
The re-roll, the re-rolls are.
It's a commitment.
It's such a he's like, oh. Yeah, it's turn 3. I've used 2 of my rerolls. Oh, well, I got a chance at damage.
Yeah, they go True Blue. Yeah, there's True Blue stream.
Yeah.
It's a good stream.
Yeah. Cool.
Because Robbie didn't stream his own match when he usually does. And I don't know what the story is with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully he returns, and it was just like a thing that week.
It's a fun stream to watch just because of you get to see a little bit of the mindset. Like, he's having fun with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think still.
Certainly last season, he was having fun with it, laughing, just like having a good time.
Yeah,
just very, very friendly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the story is, I think he was like a Kislev coach before he did Chorfs as a laugh, and then just built himself into the meme that he is. I might have the team wrong on that, but it was some sort of Elfie team. That he coached for a little bit, so
it's the win you expect for the undead, right? We talked. What damage do you take? A move bust on an already strength busted guard zombie, it makes the piece even dumber. But so be it.
Yeah, that thing's a little silly, but I imagine that's probably getting tossed in the bin soon.
Yeah.
Didn't do a vanity pass in a wrestle. Oh man. Yeah. Gotta remember those vanities after you score the first 2 touchdowns and Robbie's still piling on everything. But yeah, no, that's really not that bad as far as damage goes. None of your positionals, none of your ghouls, which I really thought the ghouls were going to take it in this match a little bit. You know,
that's the fear that, right, that Tomb Robber or something like gets taken out. Oh, hey, Pimp. We made our predictions as to who was winning the division, and it has not been going so great so far.
It's
so
only week 1. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get the repeat magical prediction come true once again. And your mummy's coming through okay against all that claw.
That's the piece where you're like, I really need them to stick around because they're what makes the team the team.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said, the win you kind of expect and just kind of holding on for dear life, and sometimes that spiral can be pretty bad, but is what it is. I do really like a Robbie stat lines. 27 blocks succeeded, 27 armor breaks.
Yes. And now, of course, some of those are like the fouls making up for the times he didn't break armor, but it's an incredible. Well, and I think it also double counts it. Like if he like piles on KOs.
Yes. Yeah.
Like he KOs piles on and then like Kaz's, like that's 2 armor breaks.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, the Undead did the same thing, 18 and 18. Yeah. It's just not as Arabi's the one you just kind of see that, and it's always so high. Like 27 armor breaks is a lot. But
armor breaks.
Yeah. But yeah. Cool. All right. Up next.
I'm actually gonna check one stat on that before we move forward.
Oh, okay. You want me to go back?
Regen. Yeah, there's 4 regen attempts and 2 of them worked. So I was just checking to see was that a regen saving the game situation.
I was curious about that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. Skaven versus another Skaven versus Skaven chaos match. This was Cullen's Wrath of Nuffle, excuse me, versus the Squeaky Blinders of Random Maximus. I think this was somewhat to be expected, though. Wrath of Nuffle was missing some good pieces for this one.
Yeah, definitely. And one of those, like the ball carrier being gone, like he definitely handled it, but would have been happier with it on the field.
Yeah. But yeah, managed to take this one 2-1. And yeah, Skaven actually did a bit of blocking themselves, but didn't get much to show from it. Doesn't look like there was any damage at all.
No. By the way, I've been asking chat, can we get cast sustained on the slides? Yes, I'll add that next week. That's a fun idea.
Yeah, it's
because it doesn't capture, like on regen teams particularly, there can be a lot more casualties than actually show up in terms of the, like that was the reason I didn't do it, was because you have like, there's like the skull, there's the badly hurt symbol, so you can see. But 2 casts, but there's something to be said for it, and there is space on the sheet to do it. So if someone wants it, easy to do. But in terms of this specific match, so I did watch this. I took some notes on it.
Nice.
So the Rats chose to kick. Chaos drive, they slowly grind up the field. They're getting the better of the damage gain for most of the drive. That kind of turns around at the end with some bad KOs, but for most of the drive, it's going well. That Claw Storm Vermin that the Skaven have, he takes a KO early in the half, which really hurts the Skaven's ability to like deal damage against all this 88 and 9.
Yeah.
And Cullen actually invested a lot of his manpower in the bashing game, like basing up a lot of pieces to the extent that there's actually some open shots on the ball. That Finn Colby, that's like the lesser ball hawk on the Skaven team, could have taken, though without any support, that were declined. And I wonder if that's because, and I was sort of surprised this happened, John Colby was left off the field for the first defense by the Skaven.
Huh. That's interesting.
So turn 7, touchdown by Chaos. Cullen took some KOs near the end of the half. Probably didn't feel safe stalling against like rat like business. they had 3 pieces out and they only get 1 in the back. Skaven get all their KOs back, so Skaven actually have like a slight manpower advantage for their 2-turn attempt. That fails. Came really close to succeeding. They had to make like a couple 2-die blocks. Those succeeded, and then they needed to do like a handoff, just a 2+, but 1 reroll 1. And if they'd gotten it, then it was like an open path to just run into the end zone. So it was like they were a 2+ away from coming out of the half 1-1 instead of a 1-0 chaos. There was a KO inflicted on the Skaven during that, and the chaos get their wake up successes for the second half. So this time in the second half it's 11-10 for the chaos.
Okay.
Skaven get the ball, 4 turns to score. Cullen focused again really a lot on the bash. Like, let's surround that, like the Skaven team. But they had a couple pieces back as safety, like a piece back as safety and one they could bring back to like support from the middle of the field when the ball got pushed up. And so they weren't able to they were able to force the touchdown at least within 4 turns. Then it's just a question of like Chaos has 5 turns. Can they score? Manpower balance is still 11-10. And they're able to pull it off. The Rats to an extent are trying, like, they don't really screen off. They are really more like a column to try to protect their better pieces. And they rely on, because now John Colby's hit the field, they rely on him to try to be their defense.
Yeah.
He takes 3 attempts to do a cage dive in, where it's a 4+ dodge because it's 3 tackle zones.
Yeah.
He's got 2 heads, and first 2 times just can't get in there. Third time he gets in there, he gets a push. He's got strip ball. As you can see, the sure hands piece isn't there because it's out for the match, and that's why I'm saying it would have been nice to have that. So the ball does hit the ground, but it like lands in the middle of the cage. The Skaven can't go get it, so that's clear, and it's it's a 3+ to pick it up. 3+ works. Walk into the end zone, and Cullen gets his second touchdown, turn 16, and that's the match.
Yeah.
During all that, Linda Colby, that line rat, dies from just like a random hit. That was not particularly relevant to anything.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, it seems like a pretty even match.
And as Cullen's saying in the chat, that's where he was like really gripping himself without the ball carrier, because if he'd had a sure hands piece, then that push would have been nothing. Yeah. Right. Just had to clear the gutter runner, which would have been trivial, and then walk into the end zone.
Did you might have mentioned this, but was there both Appos? Did both Appos come out?
I don't think so.
For Wrath of Knuckle?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I still don't mind that
no.
as an inducement. But
I don't think they ended up coming up, but that was partly because like Thomas Colby III was out for so much of the match, is what I would put that on.
Oh, yeah. So there's just
the Appos didn't really jump out at me.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, solid win there. Yeah. An extra that you don't need is fine there, because I don't. Yeah, there's nothing else super attractive. Like if you had a dirty player, maybe a bribe, but
I mean, there should be a dirty player like Leonidas right there. Just got Leonidas got blocked.
Yep.
At some point, I would like to maybe Red Cloud when Red Cloud levels. I would like to see dirty player.
Yeah.
Good luck, Hiroto Sukara, and to Hiroto Sukara's opponent. So it means nothing. Or for actually more good luck to Orpher. We'll rate.
We're so bad at cheering on the underworld. Like, go Dark Elves.
That's true. Like, week 1 is like Orpher play he's you, and then it's like it gives me matches against people I'd like to see do well.
But yeah, we'll try. Nice. We'll drop by the stream after we're done. Good luck. So just one last match. I don't want to talk about this one too much. Oh my gosh, it even looks bad on the sheet. Good God.
I wrote one note for this match, and I'll say I don't think this is what lost you the game. But the thing that really summed up the match for me was at the start of the second half, you had 4 KO rolls and you rolled 4 threes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
And I'm like, yep,
God.
like that. That's the match. That's the match Spaceline is having.
Yeah, and I only got one because they took the ball off me on my offense. I started with the ball, and everything just went downhill from the very start. Didn't do a great job with my line hits, setting up things. I didn't set up.
Clearly a little rusty.
Yeah. my frenzy pieces and who was going to protect whom, and left my thrower or one of my runners out, and they got KO'd, and then it just started going downhill. Orpha really just did a number on it. The runner Kaz happened in the first half, and that was actually a death that I appoed into the move bust. And then the Berserker death happened in the second half, I think. But yeah, it was just was a little rusty at the start, but then there was no opportunities to climb back in at all. Was thankful for the touchdown to keep the TD differential to 2 instead of 3. 3 seems pretty rough to start the season with. Overall, the damage it's fine. I already had a replacement Berserker. Well, the thing that's not great is the runner, and that's the thing I'm sweating right now.
The Berserker, you as you and I discussed privately, like you had misnamed by not naming, and you now this was the golden opportunity to give them an actual name.
Yes, yeah, Don't buy players after midnight, folks. Just forget to name them.
So that's what. But the movement down is like a shame. You can survive them being move 6. That's still pretty fast. They're still a useful piece, and they have so many good skills.
Right.
But it's a shame.
Yeah. If it had to be on one of them, I wish it was on the other. Because the other's true, the other's the safety, but Forseti is the offensive piece, and you want him to be able to go that extra, get that extra square of movement, get a little bit farther, a little faster.
Because he's your scoring, he's your advanced scoring threat, and that's the piece where you really need him to move fast.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. It is such a
I don't see how you can fire him.
Yeah. I don't think I do, but just because I've got a lot built around him with the thrower as already, firing him would be pretty awkward.
But you think about it's one of those things where you think about it so often when you use a piece. I have a move and busted Killer Pestigore. And every time I blitz with him, I think about, God, I really wish he was move 6 still.
Yeah, totally. Or for the one who the team with the most move bust, as we can see here.
That is true.
It's like, hey, it's great, it's fine. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he just loves taking a move 7 pieces and just knock it down a little bit.
Yeah. My killer having it is fine.
I actually don't mind it on that guy that bad, because it's not like he retreats anyways, right? That's what I don't like about it on my killer is my guy runs forward, hits someone, then runs away.
Yeah.
Your guy's got frenzy and piling on.
Yeah.
He stays in it.
Yeah.
Dauntless. And he's got jump up, so it's not like he's only moved 2 after he gets up after the piling on. So
yeah.
That's I think better than the runner. The runner is a shame.
Yeah.
And as True Blue was saying, you don't fire it, but you want to.
Yeah. So a really nice game for the Rebels. They got some good development out of it, and they were very gracious about all my bad dice, but they kept their head cool and kept me from getting some just quick, desperate scores. I managed to get one, but I had a chance at another at some point that they did a good job of screening off, and it was a good coach to play against, and they were a lot of fun in chat, so that was good. All right, so I think we're right on schedule to move on to our previews. And 2 things that I'll note. We will, in a week or 2, be adding leaderboards to the docket to look at. Right now, it's pretty early.
Yeah.
A lot can change, and we'll Kodiak has a good system for showcasing movement on the leaderboard as well as what the leaderboard is. So we'll get to look at it. We'll talk about the first couple weeks and what those trends were. But for now, we're not going to.
Yeah, my basic take is like it's I love doing like stat tracking and the horse race and all of those things. It's just I feel like after the first week, it's just there's not enough there.
Yep. And the other thing is, if we didn't talk about your match super in depth this week, we will be trying to rotate coverage so that we're trying to evenly cover people throughout the number of weeks. But yeah, we can't. We're not going to promise that we're going to get to every match and cover it in the same way. We're just going to, try to be fair about it throughout the season.
Every coach will get some matches where they get like the more in-depth coverage that we did for some of the matches this week.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's look. What's our first match? Hobnobs versus REBBL Rage Quit. Nice. Yeah. So this is actually man, it's different, right?
Yeah.
If this was last match for the Arabi match was a hybrid team, right? That can score quick and
yeah, it's hard for the Orcs not to get drawn into a bash it out if the other team wants to, and they don't have the pieces to like really punish the Chaos Dwarves for doing it.
Yep.
So this is a scary match for Burke.
Yeah, certainly would get another extra Apo with your 290. Even though I'd be tempted to get a star player, but that's just because I love star players. But I think an extra Apo makes a lot of sense. Nobody's going to question that against Arabi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for Arabi, this could be a fun bounce back for them. They have enough for the replacement Bull Centaur.
Mm-hmm.
So they're back up. They're up to their full roster. Full roster of positionals.
Need to get some SPP on them, but
yeah. Wonder what I don't know what the plan is there, but at least for the blockers, like they could do some damage. And even in the last match, they did get into a little bit of a scrum with the Necro, but they also were a bit more tentative about it, and I think they'll probably be best served doing the same thing here, and letting, I don't know, some sort of maybe foul potential on a dwarf that's piled on somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be tough, because generally Arabi just stands them in a line, so you're not going to have too many assists and all that stuff. Yeah, this one's scary for sure, and if I were them, I might even hold on to every bit of my cash, or maybe they're thinking about buying a replacement blitzer. I don't know. Curious, but
yeah,
I might wait a week and see what the damage is.
Yeah, it's a good point. Because they buy a replacement blitzer that costs them 100. They'll have 80 cash left, and they'll add 100 to their team value, so they'll be getting 180, which is the Wandering Apothecary and 80, maybe a Bloodwiser Babe.
Yeah.
I don't hate doing that, but I also don't hate waiting. It depends on do you think you can use the extra inducement well?
Yeah.
And I don't know that they can.
That's true. Yeah.
That'll be up to them.
Yeah, and the rookie blitzer's almost.
It's got blocked.
Yeah, it's got block. You'll have 80k left for plus whatever you're after.
Because Blackwork blockers are 80. Blitzers are 80. Like the 100 is because he's leveled.
Oh, yeah.
So both of those are 80. So he goes down to 100, like in cash.
Yeah.
Plus whatever he gets, he can afford to buy one of anything but the troll.
Yeah.
And frankly, the troll makes sense on the team because he's got block.
Yeah.
If he dies, then and he's got regen.
Right. Yeah, I don't hate it. It becomes like a little bit more of a skill piece that you also don't care as much about.
Yeah.
So that could be fine. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it actually means because it's only 80, it means you have 200 inducements. So you just do a Wandering Apothecary, 2 Bloodwiser Babes, and you say like, I'm just gonna weather the storm.
Yep, totally.
All right. Next up.
Yeah, next up we've got Farm Animals Mark II versus Squeaky Blinders. Believe this match is happening sometime Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think the time is still being decided or based on people's availability, but yeah. So
Chabzu loved playing Skaven last week.
yeah,
See how he likes it again.
yeah, yeah. You got Horsemark. I believe that's supposed to be Horsemark 3, right? Ooh.
Yep. My bad.
Okay. But yeah, they've got the replacement bot. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Huh. Yeah, I guess this is like a team that's built wide versus a team that's got some heavier, like more skilled up pieces.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how Chaos and Skaven go.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like that because the Minotaur is like so much of the team.
I was trying to figure it out. I was like, how is it this much?
I think this is a very winnable match for Chabzu. He just needs the tentacles to do something this time.
Yeah.
And the kick to not be as terrible.
Yep.
And
Yep.
just like a few things like that. And I think that last match was winnable, and I think this match is winnable. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if they have the same amount of damage, if they do the same amount of damage this match, but just have a few less of those like weird edge cases where like gutter runners are just like laughing at tentacles and the balls scattering out to Skaven, though that does seem to feel like it happens a lot against Skaven. Then I do think that they can win this one. But I don't know. This is a pretty nice Skaven team.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't get to see Squeaky Blinders play, but it sounds like
they were very timid against Cullen, so I don't know if they're gonna try to do more against Chabzu.
Yeah. Though then again, we might be.
And they were timid when they had like strip ball going up against no ball carrier, and now we have a sure hands ball carrier on the field.
Yeah. I guess we're used to watching Tim Nielsen play.
Yeah.
Goblin's that deck who's
Super
so aggressive. But that's like just a wild man. But yeah, they do have the skills to do stuff, but Pig Mark 1 is just going to be carrying it, and then I guess Wrestle will always help with that, but Strip Ball's not going to do anything. So yeah, we'll see. I am interested to see.
And the one that has Dauntless does not have tackle.
Right. Yeah, you'd like to. Well, I guess that's a long ways off for that one.
That piece is done.
Yeah. Well, maybe get Dauntless on Finn Colby.
Yeah, I mean that's the next pick.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this should be fun. Squeaky Blinders could pull this one out too. Like, there's definitely they don't have the requisite one turner, I guess. John Colby can kind of get there, but not naturally. So yeah, we'll see. Match 3. Me versus some pro elves. I don't know what I'm doing anymore with this team. I'm still like shell shocked from first match where just like a avalanche of bad things happening. But
Billy Cheese Dog is well built to go to work against a lot of these pieces, and I think you just gotta hope that does something.
Yeah, and just man, a lot of sidestep around, and be nice to have. I need to get another tackle piece going, but yeah, and they'll have 210, so they'll probably have a wizard going. Wizard and a babe, I'm guessing. I don't think there's a need to do anything fancier than that.
No.
So yeah, I don't know. This should be interesting. I haven't got a chance to schedule it yet, so I'll try to get to that after this match. But yeah, it'll probably be sometime this weekend. So yeah, accident prone Andy is probably the piece that I'm least looking forward to dealing with.
That could be a very inconvenient piece.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. And then the match that's playing right now, Probably don't need to say too much about it, but well, I guess there's like some level ups here that we'll get to see what
In
they chose.
theory, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I could probably see in client because I have Blood Bowl up.
That's true. Well, you can check
Um,
yeah, I guess the Twitch stream.
I'm just saying, like, because I'm in client,
Yeah.
why not look?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, what I can say is Cutney Love now has horns.
Okay. Yep.
So that's actually
I
2
like
horns
that.
pieces on that team.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense.
Horns is great. Yeah.
And Romney and Rebels. Let's see. Amlath now has sidestep,
Uh-huh.
and She Who Must Be Obeyed now has tackle.
Okay. Yep.
So tackle makes total sense. Like that's what you do on that piece.
Yeah.
And it's basically it's really all of this is confirming that they were normals. I think horns on Cutney Love was the most non-obvious choice. Like I think it's a good choice, but
Yeah.
you could have gone on other ways. Sidestep makes sense for Amlath. Just that's a really inconvenient marking piece now.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
And
we just talked
let's-
about a strength up sidestep piece. It's pretty awkward.
Oh, looks like things just went down.
Yep. And are back. Cool. Yeah, that's fun.
So I don't know what people missed. Short version: Cutney Love has horns. Amlath has sidestep. She Who Must Be Obeyed has tackle. All good choices.
Yeah.
That match is being played now. See how it goes soon enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. A lot of inducements coming the Underworld's way. I expect to see. I don't know. Skitter or Glart? I guess we'll see. But I don't know that there's a clear choice there.
Yeah.
It depends on preference. I mean, we're definitely going to see the Bomber, I think. I guess you can
Yeah, with
probably
enough
afford-
alter, you can do the bomber for 10. You can do another
Yeah, get a Wizard.
star player and a wizard.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that's fun. It's all right. Let's move on to the next match so we can get to watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that we're gonna rush through it. Ooh, yeah. Necro versus Chaos. Wolf Blitzer not being available for this one. This should be pretty good.
Yeah.
And man, I never I'm always surprised it's at these TV differentials.
Well, that 210 is 110 more than the price.
Oh, that's the Wolf. Yeah. You're right. Okay. All right. Then that makes complete sense.
And there was nothing you can get for 210 that's as good as Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Cullen has the team for this. With there only being one Wolf, it makes it a little easier to target and or set up traps. Then I think the Necro are very interested in scrumming, and I don't think that works very well against two
I think the Chaos.
pieces.
I think the Chaos has the edge if this turns into a scrum. I think Wrath of Double generally has like the stronger team going into this. I think it's going to turn into a fight at some point, and I think he probably wins it, but it's always a matter of dice as soon as you're fighting.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it does seem like our name is Legion's like aggressiveness can work for them in some matchups, but I don't think this is the one. So be interesting to see if they can pull out a different sort of mode based on just watching the first week. Cool. All right, moving on. We've got Roll Buddy Goblins.deck versus Dead and Scoring It. Practical Snow versus Tim Nielsen. Goblin Pile Driver being out for this. Little bit of
Convenient.
Yeah, you definitely would like that Strength Claw against those mummies.
Yeah, he's not getting enough in inducements to make up for that guy being gone. He'd rather be given, the 130 the other way.
Yep. And the Sundead team's interesting because it is like it's got several good pieces and then several projects.
Yeah.
That hopefully, we'll see if they can find a balance in that against the Skaven team that is probably going to play, as we've seen it before, fairly aggressively. They really don't have as much inducements to play with as they have in other matchups. At least
but we've seen Tim Nielsen play well without inducements.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be largely run around the undead team. He can still hit it. Goblin Warchief is still a nice blitzing piece.
Yeah.
Maybe not against the mummies, but against like wights and ghouls.
Yeah. Triform Cutter's still like ridiculously scary piece to like defend against, even if you have sure hands.
Yeah. If he has got damage dealing against wights and ghouls, and if you can get some of that gone, then you make the mummies pointless by just being so much faster than them.
Yeah, this might be a one.
It's like, what's a mummy gonna do to a gutter runner?
Right. This might be one that regen is the tail of the tape. Like it might.
Yeah, like Vitha is a really inconvenient piece for Tim Nielsen, and whether or not Vitha can be removed from the match is going to be interesting.
Yep, definitely. So, yeah, not sure when. No. Oh, yeah, this one's scheduled for Tuesday at 9, I think. Yeah, the 21st.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that will be happening at 9 o'clock Eastern. Cool. And then, yes, this is the last match of the week, or the round, and it is also going to be the one that has happened already.
So, yeah.
So, very interested to see how this all played out. I'm sure True Blue is going to curse us for this one being the match that we cover more extensively versus that first one.
Mm-hmm.
But, Skaven things happen, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
God.
But we'll dig into what went wrong here next week.
Yeah. The more I see, wasn't fun to play, I bet. The more I see, like, the Skaven stunting on these other teams, I'm like, can I just get those matches over with? I got 3 Skaven matches this season, and I can't even remember when the first one is. I don't think it's soon. It's at least not next week. Week 3 I play High Elves. So, gosh, there's going to be a run of Skaven that I'm just going to be throwing my hands up at, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fun. I look forward to playing Tim Nielsen again. He definitely whooped me real good last season, so that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like the breadcrumbs you're leaving us there, Blue. It's like there's one particular role that we should look at. Don't tell us what it is. Okay. Turn 8, turn 9. Cool. Well, that just about wraps it up for us.
Yeah. Thanks for everyone watching.
Yeah.
Either live and participating in chat, or later.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, next week we'll again try to mix it up on what teams we're covering a little more extensively in their matches, based on our availability and just what we're able to pull together there. We also, what was I thinking? I think we'll probably stick with Thursday next week.
Mm-hmm.
For going live, and we'll see how that goes. If again, I don't know if there's much flexibility with our schedules.
It's just hard to. I think it's just hard to find a day that.
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays don't work, so.
Yeah. I might have some availability during the day.
All right. Well, that'll be worth talking about maybe off the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, so there might be some options there for bumping it up if people are really jonesing for it. But Thursdays, certainly next week, we'll be back around this time. So thanks again, everyone for watching, and good luck in your matches if you haven't played them. And we'll see you all next time.
Yep.
Well, what a note to end season 12 on. I'd say paddles at the ready. Because the bull canoe have done it.